Okay, so today I'm here with something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a live manga reading, but this manga is pretty much unknown to the normal anime and manga community. It's called OBA. It's by Tanem, if I'm saying the name correctly. It's actually from an NFT project I own titled OBA. So you have to be a holder in order to have access to this. This is the first volume. I believe it's the first chapter, really, because there are only 38 chapters altogether. But let me quickly move it up. There we go. That's better. Let's get into this. This is the cover. I know part of it's blocked because I can't really share it, or I feel bad sharing it, so part of it's blocked off. You'll have to grab the NFT in order to read it without me blocking everything off. Okay. Lord, I can't read. It needs to be larger. Okay. 5 ranging sandstorms and 5 stretched out days. A furious blend of both cutting winds and showery golden pellets of sand descend down from the heavens. What has man done to receive such a welcome in this forsaken desert? Yet in spite of all this drudgery and turmoil, some flourish in these conditions. This landscape offers the perfect training ground for the most elite obas of the lands. Ike gripped his blade with such oh my gosh, I can't read right now. Such ferocity that his muscles began to pull apart, with his lips dyed with his own blood and face draped in fear and excitement. You could tell he was moments away from crossing to the afterlife, but he would take no such step until his mission was complete. Ike wanted to become an Oba, a title bestowed only to the toughest individuals in all of the desert. This sort of reminds me of Red Storm. I don't know if anybody's heard of that. Fire freaking manhwa, I think it is. Really good. Anyways, we continue. Obas were few in the desert, and to hold their title, one had to undergo a rite of passage, to wander through the 3 gates of Agbara. 3 huge expansive areas of sand designed to test one's resolve, strength, intelligence, and courage. The trials were grueling and tested every aspect of one's being. Not only were they revered for their fighting acumen, but... sorry. They were also venerated for their mental agility, lack of emotion, and their mysterious ability to bend the desert to their will. They stood tall at the epitome of human excellence, distinguishable by snow-white hair and yellow eyes. They were easy to identify, but extremely difficult to find. Wait, sorry. Not only... So all Obas have white hair and yellow eyes. Okay, it's just because I've seen all the NFTs, and I think I wasn't even sure if there was one that had white hair. Okay, whatever. Snow white hair, yellow eyes. They were easy to identify but extremely difficult to find. Our story begins just before the first gate of Agbara, rightly known as the Yellow Blizzard. Okay. So they have to go through the rites of passage in order to become an Oba. Okay. We're good. We got him. He's lying on the ground with a little dagger there. Okay. Ike plummeted to the ground, his face resting against the liquid sand. It was clear that his soul would soon depart from his body. I'm surprised you lasted this long, kid. As he gazed up, he saw darkness, not of the afterlife, of a shower towering over him. He had finally arrived at the first gate of Agbara, where his trials would begin. I really like the artwork. Am I dead? Then, where am I, and how have my injuries healed? You're not dead. Well, at least not anymore. Oh, yo! Wait! He's Nova. Because he has the white hair. And immortal? What? Can't see. It means that you will stay this age. You have come through the gate, and unless you are killed. Mountains. First gate, Yellow Blizzard. If a person safely passes through the Yellow Blizzard, they become an immortal. They become an immortal. And then he says immortal. Okay, so sorry. It's left to right from the looks of it. It means you'll stay this age that you have come through the gate in unless you're killed. I arrived on this desert island hundreds of years ago as a prisoner of war. My captors unknowingly landed on this island hoping to find treasure. Instead, they were greeted with death. The desert spared my life and raised me as one of its own, molding me into its gatekeeper. White hair, yellow eyes, you're an OBA! I called it earlier. That is the name they call us, but you can call me Kemba. Kemba's a cool name. Kemba Walker? I know why you're here. Kemba, if you want to become an OBA, then you must be willing to cripple your ego. You must be willing to mute your emotions. But most importantly, you must understand that greater men than you have crossed this border and almost all have failed. There's a reason why many stretch out their hands, but only a few receive the title. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Anything! Just say the word. Then let's test your resolve. Cut off bruh. Bruh moment. He has to cut off his arm. Ike looked down at his hand and he was barely survived the yellow blizzard with his life, and now he would sacrifice his own arm because a little boy told him to. Little boy? What? He looks much older than Ike, but okay. Maybe he was supposed to listen to the show his obedience, follow any command without fail, or maybe he was supposed to disobey to show he wasn't a sheep. Confusion of how to proceed rendered him immobilized. Of course, dude. You're sacrificing one of your limbs. Ike picked up the sword. I'm not sure for these live reads. Am I supposed to read everything out loud? Because, like, I'd be through most of this if I wasn't reading out loud. Okay. We'll find out next time. Next time, chapter comes out, I guess. Ike picked up the sword with his shaking hands and peered into Kemba's eyes. He gripped the sword so tightly his nails started to draw blood, and without a moment's hesitation charged at Kemba ready to attack. Well done, kid. And with a swift slash it became apparent that the boy was nothing more than a transitory mirage. Ooh. Ike was still in the heart of the yellow blizzard and was being tested by his own mind. His own mind held him captive and tried to coerce him into ending his own life. With his sanity on the fringes of madness, it would seem that the desert was less forgiving than Ike could have possibly managed. Ike, while lying on his back, looked up exhausted from dehydration. He knew not how long he had traversed the golden dunes, or for how long he had swam in the liquid yellow seas, but with his last residues of resolve, and in an act of defiance for being cursed in this barren wasteland, he mustered the strength to... What? What? Darkness began to encircle his vision, and his body started to feel ice cold. Seemingly blissful feeling for one who spent his whole life living in the blistering heat of the desert. Wake up, kid, you passed the test. You're real? Think you actually cut off your arm. Bro, wait, what? A few hours later. Oh damn, he's actually armless. Later that night, so you're telling me I didn't have to cut off my arm. What now then? Okay. Let's first start from the beginning, shall we? First off, there are a handful of OBA in all the deserts. OBAs are nothing like the rumors and whispers which smear the continent. By crossing the border safely, the desert bestows you with a gift, a unique ability to control a specific sand variety, which has its own special properties, weaknesses, and strengths. The second power is immortality. Oh, immortality? Oh, I was confused because there's an A instead of an I. Okay, the ability to live forever unless killed by unnatural causes. In the past 1,000 years, of the many that have crossed this border, there is one to watch out for. It is my belief that at some point along your journey you will meet him. I have one piece of advice for when that time comes, that I wish you will heed. Run. Okay, now rest up. Tomorrow begins the first day of your training. Somewhere in the desert. Welcome to Inuk, a desert island hard to find and even harder to stay alive in. I'm impressed you made it this far. So am I. I thought he was waiting for a response. The desert is neither good or bad. It is just. It does not discriminate against race or creed. It's like a father who scolds his children when they are disobedient. Yet, it is also like a mother who nurtures her eggs to maturity. become an OBA, you must understand and live by our code. Code 1, love is conditional. True. Code 2, every man has a price. Code 3, there's no universal truth. Suffering is caused by attachment. It is the buffer state in between wanting and getting. Each attachment is a string, and the more strings you are tied to, the easier it is for you to be manipulated like a puppet. When you come through the first gate, you are filled with strings, each of which must be cut. Oh, what? What's coming out of it? Yo, it's the koala! It's the koala! Sup. He is what is known as an elect. An elect is a piece of your soul molded in the form of an animal, and given the opposite personality of your most dominant trait. You are both two sides of the same coin. Since you have a more animated personality type, he will be serious. Could you stop touching me? That's so cool. Okay. It is your job to work together through the trials. He will teach you a lot about yourself, and you will have many things to teach him. With time, if you harmonize, you will fuse back together, creating a far more powerful being. That's sick. Just a quick note, if one of you dies, so will the other. It's imperative that disputes between the two of you are resolved quickly and effectively. Okay, what's the name you're going to give me? I will call you Koji. Great, now that you're acquainted it's time for your first part of training. A few moments later, Koji, you are his weapon. Your job is to protect Ike from danger when it arises. Your instincts are strong. You already know how to control your power, but it won't be at its greatest unless Ike's resolve is strong. Slightest bit of weakness. Fear, sorry. I just filled that in for some reason. Slightest bit of fear can weaken your skills. Now, there are two classes of sand control. The first allows you to forge sand items out of your elect. This is often referred to as the Yobu class. At this level, through visualization, you can create any item you desire. Your creations can only be created in proportion to Koji's size. So, it's going to be tiny. Wait. Forge sand items out of your elect. Any item you desire, only in proportion. Okay. We create a key, a bar of soap, and no idea what that is, a ball. Second level is desert class. It is the rarest of the two and allows one to manipulate the sand at our very feet. Oh. Imagine it waking in slumber. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Oh my gosh. Oh man, flashbacks. NFT flashbacks. Oh. Boss win refund. Boss win refund. Yes, boss. Water. Oh. Create an arm. Wait, that's crazy. I did it. I'm desert class. Could you warn me next time you plan on borrowing my arm? Wait. That's really cool. And so their training began each day, 8 hours a day for 3 years. Damn. Okay. As the days blended together, the time became a distant thought. Ike and Koji finally completed their training with Kemba. Hahaha. Nice. Okay. I'll be honest, usually it takes 3 months to complete the training, but you two were so out of sync it had taken 3 years. Jeez. I truly hope for your sake you can resolve your differences because the challenges ahead will be rough and require resonance. Sorry, I will do my best to look after him. Yo, his suit is cool. Or his outfit's cool. I wish you safe travels. Good luck. I like his dreads. Despite their shortcomings, I think they might have what it takes. How long have we been walking in the desert? There is to be somewhere, or some town here somewhere. According to the map, it should be right over there. Bro, why is he wearing that outfit? I think there would actually be a hidden city within the 3 gates. So what's the plan once we get into the city? I'm going to find a way to send another message to Amira. I'm sure she's going to reply this time. So he's a simp. As the days slowly passed, I continued to send messages to Mira in hopes of a response, but with each messenger bird sent, he was greeted with the same reply, cold silence that froze him amidst the scorching heat of the desert. How many times are you going to send... Oh, he's still armless? Right. How many times are you going to send a messenger bird? Can't you tell she's not interested? I can't give up. Maybe this time she'll change her mind. Dude, so persistent. How can you be so pathetic? Leave her alone. She would only prove to be distraction. If you are to become OBA, you must rid yourself of such folly as love. Love is conditional. That first rule of OBA code. Rue! He forgot about that. He has to be an absolute stud to get her. It's akin to a flower. What are you talking about? What has a flower got to do with this? Think about what constitutes a flower. The petals, the roots. If you take any of these individual parts away from a flower and analyze them individually, you realize that independently they cannot be considered to be a flower. But once each of the pieces of the puzzle are brought together, the illusion of a flower is created. Wow. So deep, Koji. Dude, I love the way he's drawn. His side profile is so good. Okay, it's the same for the thing that you call love. You will only be loved once a series of conditions are met. If the criteria is not achieved, then love ceases to exist. Money, empathy, attraction. These are all possible pieces of the love puzzle. Ike watches Koji, knowing the truth which slips from his tongue cannot be denied. A solemn silence fills his heart as he scrabbles for a retort, but finds nothing. Completely speechless, Ike punches the ground in an act of defiance against fate, causing the sand beneath him to jump in a bid to escape from his fury. You see, Ike, love is an illusion created by men's hearts to give them hope in times of despair. Love is a lie told to the masses to distract them from mankind's flaws. Love is no more than a series of fleeting emotions holding no weight based on the uncertainty. Chase is to chase death. For all men who fall for its curse are left vulnerable to manipulation. I know how to speak. A heartbreak, and despair. Bro, no! He starts crying. Okay. Go. Leave me in peace. But, no, he's supposed to be serious. What? No buts. I said go. Get out of here. We're supposed to work together! Me and you to complete our mission. I don't need your help. Now go. Don't make me have to say it again. Fine, have it your way. Leaves silence. The hands of time are the greatest healers against wounds inflicted in the heart of its unending patience. Offers much needed solace from the vicious fangs of regret, but before it works its magic, you must accept its embrace. For as much as time is patient, it waits for no man. I haven't got any money to give you, old man. Be wary on your travels, young Brook, for enemies are closer than you think, and old lovers wait in the palace of kings to find your friend at once, lest you wish to succumb to the mercy of the hunter, for he sleeps not and waits for an opportunity to strike. Good lord. With an emotionless glance, Ike tilts his head to the sky, his mood teetering between despondency and anguish. Thinking about her made his stomach turn. A fleeting thought of her was enough to paralyze him. With Koji nowhere in sight. He felt even more alone. Maybe death would be the perfect escape from his whirlwind of emotions, but even that he could not do, for he was weak mentally and a coward at heart. Stupid kid. I was trying to help him out. Why can't he understand that he's not in love with her, but merely into the idea of her facts? That's fact for most people. For the case, for most people, I should say. Things look rosy, but when you look back at them from a distance, but a careful inspection shows its true unsightly colors, he should know I share his memories, except I see it for what it really is. Hey bartender, can you get me another drink? I'm going to need something strong. Ooh, that's an OBA, I think. Or maybe he's just old. At the back of the room, always the same as always, sir? No. This time, I would like to treat myself with something rather special, for today I have found prey worthy of poaching. A mysterious man appears in the bar, searching for someone. He stares in direction of Koji menacingly. What should Koji do? Oh my god. Search for Ike, stay in the bar, continue the journey alone, talk to the mysterious man. I say talk to the mysterious man. That's the only thing he can do. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining me along on this. It's 20 minutes, good lord. It usually does not take me this long to read. But in my defense, there was a lot this chat there was a lot of text and I'm reading out loud, so it takes more time. And I'm also trying to enjoy everything. Anyways, dude, I was just inspecting that. His arm. Or like, look at this thing here. I was like, bruh, is that his arm? But it's another whole being. Anywho, thank you everybody for watching. OBA right now, I'm gonna need more. Figure out how I feel about it. But so far it's good. I like the idea of it. I do like the idea of it. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. When the next volume comes out, we'll be reading.